Thanks. It's a pleasure to be here tonight. Thanks to the board and to Marie. This place is amazing, by the way, but I do have one complaint. It's too nice. You're talking to somebody who went over at Carnegie, spent most of my college years, those nights over at Carnegie building. Listen, my freshman year, I walked in there, and you had the choice of using a typewriter or this newfangled thing called a computer. And believe me, most of us chose the typewriter. We were frightened of the computer. That's how far I go back. So I don't know how these kids get along without getting some ink on their fingers, but this place is amazing. So I'm sure everybody here is really enjoying this facility. It's, believe me, I work at MLB Network and Fox, and when I look into these control rooms and studios, and I can honestly tell students who go here, it's the same equipment. I mean, they're learning on state-of-the-art stuff, so it's pretty impressive. Anybody here pick up a hobby or something during COVID lockdown? There wasn't a lot to do, right? So I kind of dove into my family history. I was into genealogy at the time. So I actually found out I had this first cousin 5 times removed who left Italy, went to France, opened a bar, got into some sketchy activity, I'll just leave it at that, and was jailed and then thrown out of France and went back to Italy to open a clothing business. Somehow my parents never told me that story. But I've been interested in that. It's like when I'm working on a story or a broadcast, I like where people come from, right? I like origin stories. I think it was Albert Camus who said, life is a product of the choices that we make. I'm interested in how those choices are formed and the influences. So getting to the roots of things. And that's where Penn State comes into, for me, in terms of who I am today. I came here, I'm sure a lot of students did, with a dream. I always loved to write, wanted to be a writer, a writer more than anything. The TV stuff came much later. Back in the day, you didn't do both. You chose electronic, you chose print. I was all about print. It's all I wanted to do. But having a dream isn't enough. You need 2 things, just at least 2 other things. One is opportunity, and one is encouragement. Right? 2 really important factors. That's what I got here. Certainly opportunity, working for the Collegian was like real world opportunity. My professors were amazing. I see Tom Berner up there, and I can tell you to this day, if I'm writing a story, I'll hear his voice in my head. It's all good. And he'll say, or did, I'll hear the voice say, when in doubt, leave it out. Like getting it right, not in your head, getting it right, the most important thing. Writing is great, being stylistic is great, but job number 1, get it right. So certainly opportunity was here, working for the Collegian, doing some other things freelance, but the school gave me great opportunities, and the encouragement was super important. So what you have here is essentially a dream factory, right? People come here with dreams, and listen, it's not enough. I think for me, without having the education, the encouragement especially, none of these things could have happened for me. It's such an important part of who I am and what my roots are. And you introduced me, Marie, as having a dream job. And it really is. It's actually beyond a dream. I never thought a lot of this was possible. As I said, I would have been happy just to write sports. I didn't care where it was. So everything else has kind of been house money for me, and the opportunities that have come along. So for me, I think Penn State is such an important part of what I do. Hopefully I represent, first of all, my family well, but especially represent Penn State well too, because I love the school, I love the opportunities are here. I never forget what helped me be, whatever I am today. It's a lot to do with the education and opportunities that I have here. So again, thank you so much. This really means a lot to me, and thank you all for being here tonight.